Early on, when the center staff was still forming and we were attempting to find our way, we discovered that we had a number of problems to solve. What did we mean by the word parish, the Center for Parish Development? What is a parish? We had to define what we meant by a church. What is God calling the church? What has God called the church in the past to be and do? And what is God's call now? And what is God sending the church to into the world to be and to do? And then we found we also needed help in understanding the field of planned change. The center was created as a change agency. Well, what does that mean? When the church has been a slow adopter of new knowledge, often running a generation or so behind other organizations in our world in adopting new knowledge. Well, a lot of new knowledge is coming out of the social sciences. So how does the church adopt that? And how do we adapt it so it fits the life of the church and can contribute to the field, the practical field of ministry by congregations and their pastors? So these were some of the intellectual and research challenges we faced as the center took shape. This has culminated in a new book that was published and had came out 2 years ago, called Foretaste. One of the things we have learned to believe and understand as a way of understanding the calling of the church is to think of the church as a sign, a foretaste, and an instrument of the kingdom or reign of God. Leslie Newbigin, an Anglican theologian, a Reformed theologian from England, who served for 40 years in India as a missionary, was the one who said that when he came back to England after those 40 years, he discovered that England had become a mission field. Well, the United States has become a mission field too, and so has Canada, and so is the entire Western world. We find ourselves in a time today when the church needs a new style of leadership, a new way for pastors to understand their calling and their ministries, and new ways for churches themselves, congregations, to respond and become faithful witnessing communities that themselves act as a foretaste, an advanced taste, an hors d'oeuvre of the gospel, so to speak, so that when people meet the church, as they attempt to, as people in our culture confront the church and confront society, what they experience from the church is a community of people who are attempting to demonstrate life inside the kingdom of God, the central mission, the central teaching of Jesus.